take some vitamins. You're gonna be fine. You gotta let Mother Nature do her thing, man. She keeps trying to help us out, and we won't let her do it. Keeps trying to thin the herd every single time. We're like, oh, go down and get your vaccination. Why? So Egg McMuffin lady can breathe with the back fat guy, you know? It's gotta happen. You gotta let it do it. Seriously, plague, it's like nature's forest fire, you know? Just let it burn out all the dead wood. No, I swear to God, we're the only species that saves the weak. We really are. Lions don't do that, you know? Lion gets a little thorn in his paw and everybody's like, oh, let's have an intervention. How you feeling? Is everything all right? You need some penicillin? And it's like, that's why there's no traffic on the Serengeti. Not a bunch of lions just standing there in gridlocks. Like, what the is going on up there? Dude, go! Just go! Hour later, you get up there, there's some hyena licking his balls. Like, oh, that was a big holdup, right? Like you never saw that before. Oh, by all means, slow down and look at it. So, I got a girlfriend, man. I watch a lot of TV with her, you know. I just annoy the hell out of her. She loves watching the Oprah Winfrey Show, and I love, like, watching her watch the Oprah Winfrey Show. And I wait for Oprah to say something stupid, and the second she does, I just take it out on my girl, because I'm an asshole. That's what I do. No, we were watching it the other day. You know, Oprah's on there. She's interviewing some clam, you know. And she's giving her this big, ridiculous intro. Like, she's done this, she's done that, she's done this, and she does the most difficult job on the planet. She's the mother. And continues on. Immediately, I just look at my girlfriend like, like, really? Being a mother is the most difficult job on the planet? Oh yeah, all those mothers who die every year from black lung, from inhaling all that coal dust. Dude, women are just constantly patting themselves on the back about how difficult their lives are, and no one corrects them because they want to them. That's what it is. So there's just this tornado of, like, misinformation. I had the most difficult job on the planet. What would you rather be doing? Drilling to the center of the earth, shaking hands with the devil? Every time there's a rumble in the ground, you wait for the whole thing to collapse down on top of you so they can write that folk song about you, you know? Would you rather be up in the sunshine, running around with a couple of toddlers that you can send to bed anytime you want, or some sort of trumped up charges, right? Because you want to have a drink and watch The Price is Right, you know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. It's the most difficult job on the planet. Oh, yeah. I thought roofing in the middle of July is a redhead. I thought that was difficult. But these mothers are bending over at the waist, putting DVDs into DVD players. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. Dude, any job that you can do in your your pajamas is not a difficult job. All right? You break. Jesus Christ, you're 35 years old playing hide and go seek. You're living the dream. You're living the dream. No time card, no taxes. You're off the grid. Making popsicle stick houses. I mean, it's the most difficult job on the planet. Oprah's not even a mother. How the would she know? Unbelievable. Granted, neither am I, but I think it kind of balances itself out. I'm halfway through my life at this age, and I've been an angry son of a bitch, and I gotta turn this around, man. I'm embarrassed with I don't want to be that guy. You die as the angry guy. That's the worst dude to die as, because then people gotta try to think of happy to say about you at your funeral. They just sit there like, he always paid his bills on time, you gotta give him that. Oh, damn it, you gave this guy a bill, he paid it. This guy was a bill-paying son of a bitch. Ironed his shirts, I got nothing. I don't know what else to say about the guy. He's just... No, I noticed, what I know I had an anger problem was when, just like little random things. Like I went to this place another time. I'm on the road and I'm ordering food, and I was done ordering the food, and the guy behind the counter asked me if I wanted a cookie, right? And all of a sudden, he had this unbelievable urge just to blast this guy right in the face. I'm not trying to be paranoid, but my brain was just sitting there going like, dude, what kind of a man asks another man if he wants a cookie? This guy thinks you're soft or something. Oh, you want a cookie? You want a cookie there, cupcake? Who the is he? Doesn't know you like that. You know what the sad thing was? I wanted a cookie. I would have loved one. Sit there with a big glass of milk like a 4-year-old. Who doesn't love a cookie? But I say it. I say I want a cookie. You don't. I say it. I say I want a cookie. I bring it up. And if you bring it up, you do it subtle. You don't just yell it across the restaurant. You want a cookie, you pussy? 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 Yeah, so that's what I realized. I gotta... Anybody else's thoughts just wake them up in the middle of the night? You just wake up... I don't think I'm gonna make it, No. My big move was to, actually, I'm a lot happier than I used to be, man. I around a lot when I'm up here, but I'm definitely a lot more happier. My big move, I decided I wasn't gonna go home for the holidays. That was a big thing. I had to. There you go, one guy right there. Yeah. I had to. I don't know what age you decided not to, but I went home at 39, not married, no kids, and I was just like, there is no way I am going home at 40. There's no way. There's no way. People already like asking questions. They just look at you weird, just like, oh, you're just gonna tell jokes, Talk about disease and wish it on people and make fun of people who like cake? Is that what you're gonna do? You don't want to live in a cul-de-sac and have a couple of kids and gradually resent everyone and then take your own life? You know how to do that? Yeah. Now, dude, I would love to be married. Like, in my head, it all makes sense. Like, I don't know what happened, but it scares me when I see married guys. I just get, like, nervous, man. I'm just going to be like that stereotypical married guy, you know? Just like a shell of my former self. You know, every weekend up on that silver ladder, just scooping out of the gutters. My neighbor coming over, you know. Hey, Bill, how's it going? I know, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, Susie keeps getting bigger, you know. Been wearing this shirt for 11 years. I don't know what happened to my dreams, you know. I just like coming up here because it's quiet, you know. I just stand up here, think about what might have been, yeah. My neighbor's not even listening to me. He's all excited about some garden hose he bought at Brookstone. He's convinced it was designed by NASA. Actually, it's got 2 nozzles, one for the hot and one for the cold. Really? Is it long enough to go around both our necks in the chimney so we can tandem jump off of this? That's all I really care about, you and your little garden hose. I know I just sort of mentioned killing myself there. I don't want to freak you out, all right? Because I did that joke when I was down the Bible Belt, and was down south, and this girl took me really seriously. She came up to me at the end of the show. She's like, "You're not really thinking about doing something like that, are you?" Really? I was like, no, I'm just joking. She goes, good, because you know, you can't go to heaven if you do something like that. I was just like, yeah, you know, I really don't give a you know? It's not that I don't, I just like freaking out people that are that religious, that have a whole little checklist. If you do this, you go here, and if you do that, how do you know that? You don't know that. Shut up. You know? I think it's a very normal thought. I think it's a very normal thought to think about killing yourself, you know? I do. You know what's weird? Anytime I think about killing myself, it's never over anything big. It's always little things. Little things make me want to take myself out. It's bizarre. Like if my girlfriend broke up with me, I'm not going to lie to you, I would be devastated. Devastated. I'd be laying on the ground, crying in the fetal position for like 3 days. You know? But, you know, by the 4th day, I'd rub one out, you know? Start putting the pieces back together. I know what I gotta do. Join a gym, lie to myself that I'm gonna get the 6-pack back. I know what I gotta do, right? But little things. I thought about killing myself like a year ago on Thanksgiving. You know why it was? It was because I said I was gonna make a pie. That little statement made me think about taking myself out. This is how it worked. This is basically the deal, right? My girlfriend's an angel. She absolutely loves the holidays. So it was like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, so she's all excited. She's like, oh my God, Thanksgiving's coming up. I'm sitting there trying to watch the game. Thanksgiving! What are you going to do for Thanksgiving, right? I started freaking out. Like, I didn't think I had to do anything for Thanksgiving, you know? Just thought I had to, you know, not get drunk and be belligerent around your friends. I thought I was fine. She's like, no, I'm going to make a turkey. I'm going to make stuffing. What are you going to do? So I panicked. I'm like, I'll make a pie. I don't know how to make a pie. I was just trying to make it go away, you know? You ever do that? You just agree with them, thinking it'll make them leave. Like, yeah, awesome, what you said. High five. And you go back to watching the game. It totally worked. It totally worked because she walked away completely excited. She was like, you know, she ran away all excited, and I totally forgot about it, right? 2 weeks later, Thanksgiving comes up, right? She just wakes up. She's like, oh my God, it's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. You're going to make that pie, right? You said you're going to make a pie. And I was like, I got to make gotta go to the grocery store, I gotta buy some flour. Then I just started thinking, man, what if I just slam my head right through this plate glass window and just bled out right down the side of the house, you know? I wouldn't have to make the pie. So it's not even like I'm suicidal, it's more like I'm like lazy, you know what I mean? Like whenever I know the next 4 hours of my life is gonna suck, like I think about it. God, I gotta pay my taxes, there's a long line at the bank, and then a bus is coming by. What if I just dove head first, right on those double back tires? Anybody else? You ever think of like that? You know what gets me? Ceiling fans. Somebody's telling me some stuff I don't want to do. You're going to need 2 forms of ID. We need your birth certificate. And the ceiling fan's behind the head of it. I'll get right on that. Doing, doing, doing. So anyway, so I decided not to go home for the holidays. That's what I'm really trying to tell you here. No, I did. I kind of came to this epiphany. I'm like, man, I'm 41 years old. My dad had 5 kids by the time he's my age. I got to get on with my life here. So I was like going, you know what? I'm not working Thanksgiving. I'm not working Christmas. I'm not working New Year's. And it was like the middle of October. I was like, wait a minute, what about Halloween? Then my brain was like, you know what? This. I'm getting a pumpkin. Right? That's how angry my brain is. It can't be just like, you know what? Hey, let's get a pumpkin. It's gotta be, you know what? This. Let's get a pumpkin. That's what I started thinking. Carving that. I'm handing out candy to the kids. I'm meeting them at the door. Hey, what are you supposed to be, huh? Oh, yeah? Full-size Snickers. Bam! Who does that? Who does that? Nobody. Nobody. I will break your bag with my candy. AC/DC pumpkin. You ever seen that before? You haven't, right? You tell all your friends where you've seen that. Look at you, lean to one side. That's heavy. Here's another candy bar. You do like dumbbells. Walk right down the stairs. This is how much of a maniac I am. Do you know? This is all true. It took me 4 trips to go to the supermarket to finally be able to buy this goddamn pumpkin. Because every time I would walk in there to get it, I'd be thinking all these happy thoughts. This is a great thing. I'm embracing the holidays. It's going to bring me and my girlfriend together. This is a very loving thing to do when I reach out and grab it. And all I'd hear in the back of my head is, what are you But immediately, I had to turn around and walk out. This is how it works with guys. Anytime you do anything remotely sensitive, heartwarming, anything that's going to make you more of a loving, caring individual, immediately all your guy friends suggest that maybe, just maybe, you want to suck a Oh, it's brutal. Even if you do something smart, right? Like it's raining out, he's got an umbrella. What a Oh my God! What are you afraid of the water? Put your shoulders up, you Jesus Christ! Would you pull that thing out of your ass? Oh, it's brutal. It doesn't even have to make sense. You carved a pumpkin? What do you do next? Carve some guy's ass with your What are you gonna blow a scarecrow? Dude, get away from me with your gay little pumpkin. Oh, it's brutal. Dude, what do you It's the reason why guys drop at 55 out of nowhere. It's literally from 5 decades of just suppressing the urge to like hug a puppy, admit a baby's cute, say you want a cookie. You just gotta keep pushing it down like, I'm not sucking. I'm not sucking. Right? Yeah. they forget to put bananas in your pancakes. You just have like an aneurysm, and your head slams off that sticky table. And the last thing you hear before it all goes black is your friends go, "He got bananas in his pancakes! What a Oh my God, it wasn't sweet enough with the syrup, you fairy! Hey, bring another one over home and shove it up his ass, right? Yeah, because it looks like a dick, right? It looks like a dick. Yeah, I thought it, then I said it. I'm awesome. Yeah. It's a horrible, horrible way to live your life. You can't live, you're just dying every day. Just every dumb thing that you can do as a guy. Any stupid thing that's going to shorten your life makes you more of a man. 0 degrees out, you don't have a coat on. Dude, you're cold? Can't admit it. No, I'm not cold. Dude, I'm not cold. I'm just thinking of something I really agree with, you know? Now, trying to let go of this ball of hate in my chest. That's why I don't have any kids. I don't. I think it's irresponsible to be a complete maniac, not work on yourself, and then just have a kid, and then just start downloading all your thoughts onto their little pristine little hard drive. You know? You send them off to school with your little manifestos. They're freaking out other kids at school. 2 + 2, Timmy, what you get? Daddy keeps cash in the walls because he doesn't trust banks. Yeah. No, it's embarrassing to know this little about yourself at my age, man. I got to get beyond. Like, do you know I finally ended up getting that pumpkin? You know, I did it. I actually had to bring my girlfriend down to the supermarket. And I had to walk her by the pumpkins because I knew the second I did it, she was going to freak out. And she did. The second she saw him, she was just like, "Oh, my God, a pumpkin. Halloween's coming up. We should get a pumpkin. Oh, yeah, let's get a pumpkin." Starts doing like this little pumpkin dance. And I had this unbelievable urge just to take her head and just mush it right to the pumpkins. And really hold it there for a second, like feel the panic in the back of her head as the air bubbles became like less and less frequent. She sat there contemplating, is this how it's gonna end? Pumpkin seeds up my nose. I always envisioned being surrounded by loved ones, looking back on achievements. It's so orange. No, I resented her. Resented the fact she gets to be a She does. She gets to see pumpkin. Oh my God! Right? Sees a little puppy. It's so cute. Cries at sad movies. I gotta hold on to all of that. Slowly dying inside. Go out to go see a sad movie. Comes to the sad part. What do? She's crying. I gotta think of some funny. What if somebody kicked Sean Penn in the balls right now? I start laughing. Then they get mad at you. How did you laugh during a time like this? Because I'm not allowed. That's right. Thank you, sir. I like how you turn this into a town meeting. This guy down here. Right. That's exactly it. I always wanted to cry when I was watching Lifetime, but you know, I was never allowed to. I got a dog recently, everybody. That's like the big thing. Yes, I did. I'm psyched. I went down to the pound. I got one of those free dogs. Free dog. That's how I say it, too. I don't say I rescued a dog. I hate when people say that stuff. They say, hey, she's a rescue. I rescued her. Really? Did you pull her out of a burning building? Did you jump in a river with your wingtips still on, with no concern for your own safety? Or did you just go down to the pound and get a free dog, you cheap? Isn't that what you did? I did not want to get a rescue dog. I did not want to do that. My girl was all about it. She's like, we should rescue a dog. You want to rescue a dog? I'm like, no, I don't. She's like, why not? I go, because I think a lot of the dogs down the pound might be a little in the head. You ever thought about that? Dude, the shelter is not a pet store. That is like Shawshank for a golden retriever. Why don't we just go down to the prison and rescue an inmate? Just roll the dice that maybe the guy was wrongly convicted? You out of your mind? That. I want a brand new 2009 Bulldog, all right? I don't want some 1995 half a Labrador with part of its ear chewed off, you know? I gotta put together its backstory. Every time I go to use the toaster, it starts freaking out. Because his last owner hung him from the ceiling fan every time the Jets didn't cover the over, you know? Dude, that's an animal, man. That thing can kill you. Dude, a rabid squirrel. How fast a squirrel is. If I was walking home at night, minding my own business, all of a sudden some squirrels started running at me. By the time I process, like, is that a rat? Is that mechanical? That thing would be up my leg, taking chunks out of the side of my head. I'd have to tell that story for the rest of my life in a bar. Dude, what happened inside of your head? Squirrel, all right? Christ, you don't think I'm sensitive? No, I'm not trying to say all those dogs are bad down there, but what if I accidentally get one of those Cujos or old Yellers, right? I'm telling you, they love dogs down there so much, you gotta watch out what they tell you. I was down there was this one dog, this thing was staring at me so goddamn hard. Maniac-looking dog. I'm like, what's up with this dog? She was just like, oh, he was chained to a pallet in a junkyard his entire life. And I'm like, does it have any issues? She's like, he's a little aggressive. It's like, well, were you going to tell me that? You're just going to throw at my hatchback and let me figure it out on the ride home? This thing's pulling out a sharpened toothbrush to stick in my neck. No, that's what I'm saying. What if I accidentally get one of those crazy dogs? I get up at 2 in the morning to take a leak, and that is the exact moment its previous owner used to come home face, beat the crap out of the dog. I have no idea what I'm setting up. I'm sitting there shuffling along in my slippers, trying my robe. Meanwhile, the dog's getting all amped up like man. I promised myself I wouldn't let this happen again. It's time to man up. Let's do this on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah! I'm going to be laying in the ground in a pool of my own blood. What do they do with the dog? They take him right back down to the pound like some sort of repeat offender. You're going to see him on the news in, like, shackles, like, shuffling along. We knew you'd be back there. Get me a milk bone. Go yourself. You're going to wheel him in like Hannibal Lecter with that lampshade around his neck. Yeah, so we had, like, this stalemate, you know? I wanted the brand new Bulldog, you know, and she kept seeing that Sarah McLachlan commercial, getting all sad, you know. Oh, they ought to get sued for false advertisement in that thing. I swear to God, they handpicked those dogs, the cutest little fuzzy. I just want to play frisbee. Those cute little, innocent little Dr. Seuss-looking dogs. Where are the pit bulls? Where are the Rottweilers? Where are those maniacs you see lifting weights down at the shelter? They got the saddest looking dogs ever, and she's whining over the top of them. To the arms of an Those dogs are looking all sad at the camera. My last daughter wasn't a nice person. Those ridiculous bandages like they're in Saving Private Ryan. That Three Stooges rabbit ear, I have a toothache. Did Ship own that dog? What happened? I love that one. It's all wrapped up like a mummy. It's like, how? What? Did it get hit by a cannonball during a Civil War reenactment? Did a Tyrannosaurus pick it up? Poof, spit it out. My favorite was that one-eyed pug. Ah, that's a great dog. Yeah, bring that over to the kids. I'm sure that won't freak them out at all. Mommy, did you get us a dog? Just let him sniff you. Just let him sniff you. Do not approach him from the right. Do not approach him from the right. Just let him sniff you. Come around. It becomes an entirely different animal when you do that. Just know you come from the left. His name is Pookie. We're going to call him Pookie now. So she was into that. I wanted to get the bulldog. That was my thing. I was like, I want to get the bulldog. Then I started researching on the bulldogs. They got all these health problems, man. From day one, they can't even breathe. They come out into the world. It's like they've been working with asbestos their entire life. You know? It's unbelievable. They can't even breathe. You gotta have them sleeping upright and this lazy boy rubbing Vicks Vapor Rub on their chest. They got like sleep apnea. They die 9 times every night. Why don't I just rescue a retired offensive lineman while I'm at it? Yeah, this is Jim Jeffco. We're gonna call him Larry for the rest of his life for some stupid reason. Didn't know what to do, so we were at a stalemate. So my girl did what most females do. They just figure, I know it's good for him. I know it's going to make him happy. I'm going to make a major decision without him, and then he's going to deal with it. Yeah, that's how I got a dog. I got a dog when I was on the road. I was on the road, and I just had a message on my machine. It was just, boot. And I just heard, she's just like, okay, I did something, kind of involves both of us, but I think you're gonna love it. Just give me a call, okay, bye. Now, does that sound like I just signed you up for a 12 to 15 year commitment? That doesn't sound like that, right? That sounds like I bought a new outfit. I'm gonna drag you to some awful restaurant during a playoff game, right? That's what it felt like. So I'm ready for that argument. She tells me she went out and she got a dog. Now, half of me isn't upset because you got a rescue dog. Yeah, we have it for a week, and, you know, if you want to keep it, we can. So I go, let me see it. So we started Skyping, and she pans around. You know what she got? She got a pit bull. Swear to God, I'm like, oh, you got a pit bull? You out of your mind? You got a pit bull? She goes, it's not a pit bull. It's a mix. Mixed with what? Another pit bull? Look at that thing. This thing's been doing pull-ups its entire life. Front paws were still taped up. It's like shadow boxing in the background. And P90X and it's a pit bull. Jesus Christ. And she said, like, no, he's sweet. She said, no, she's adorable and all this type of... This is the worst part. I wasn't getting home for 3 days, you know? And she's all wrapped up in this dog, you know? And I'm like, I don't get home for 3 days. What happens when I get home on Monday and you have to go to work? She goes, well, I just figured I'd drive to work and you could just come home to the apartment and meet the dog that way. I'm like, are you out of your mind? I'm not coming home to that. That dog is bonding with you. It thinks you guys live there. I'm going to come walking in and have my calf ripped off because I'm trying to show my name on the phone bill? No, it's not going down like that. So she's like, well, what do I do? I'll tell you what you do. You take that hellhound, you put it in the goddamn car, drive it to work, park in the shade, to a safe house, and then you drive home with the dog. Call me when you're a half-mile away. I'll meet you and Cujo down in the driveway. We will all walk in together. I will be in the front to show that I am the pack leader because I watched half an episode of The Dog Whisperer, and I think that that's what you're supposed to do. I think. Oh, it's all true, right? So I go down to the driveway and I see the dog. It's a beautiful dog. So literally like walking like a Marine or something, like it's sneaking into something. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Turning my back on a pit bull that I don't even know. That turns out they didn't get it at the shelter. They found it by the L.A. River. It lived by the L.A. River for 2 weeks. And my girl's response to that was like, isn't that sad? No, it's scary. Why is it scary? Well, obviously it got enough protein, so it wasn't eating berries out there. That thing was choking out coyotes. You know, breaking the necks of squirrels. I don't know what it was doing, but it definitely was. You brought a murderer into the house. Or just rescue an alligator while you're at it, just to add to the excitement. So we get the dog in the damn house, and it's exactly what I thought was going to happen. The dog's sitting there looking at her, and then it's looking at me, and then looking at her like, who the hell's the new guy, right? The new guy is the guy paying the rent, and I was getting no respect. So I was just like, I was right there. I was just like, I know what she's doing. I know what she's doing. She's bringing this dog home because she thinks I'm going to fall for it, and then we'll just have the dog. And it's just like, I love animals, okay? But I'm not going to live with one that can kill me, you know? Rescue a chihuahua, so when it flips out because I grabbed the remote too quickly, I can flick it off the goddamn table or something, you know? So we got it for a week. We got it for a week, and then we make a decision. So I just shut down emotionally. I was like, this dog. First 2 days, I didn't give you know? Dog sitting there looking at me, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. You know. Then on Wednesday, I don't know what happened. I started to like it a little bit, you know. I was watching TV, you know. I always talk to myself. I'm always home alone. I feel like a maniac. I finally had somebody to bounce my ideas off. It's kind of nice. Sitting there on TV, believe these goddamn bankers steal $1 trillion and they get a bonus? And they get a bonus? Dog's sitting there looking at me, you know. I'm fighting it. God damn it, I think I like this dog a little bit, you know. It's making me want to work out, you know. Asking a question, how do you get these muscles? What do you do for this? What do you think? And then by Thursday, you know, I'm getting out in the air, I'm walking the dog, and I'm like, God damn it, I think I love this dog. You know, I don't know if you ever walked a pit bull. You owe it to your life at some point in your life to walk a pit bull down the street. I'm telling you, it's the greatest experience ever. People just get the out of the way. It's unreal. 3-4 blocks away, they see me coming. They just immediately cross the street. It's tremendous. I don't know why black people complain about that. I love having the whole side of the street to myself. It's great. I feel like a king. Oh, it's awesome. It's the greatest thing ever. Pit bulls are the It's like a gun you can pet. It's the only way to describe it. It's awesome. They make you want a P90X or something, just get in better shape. So then by Friday, the dog was literally messing up my relationship. My poor girl's sitting on the couch by herself. I'm sitting there spooning with the dog, and the dog is awesome. Dog is awesome. Watch me get a leg going. Watch me get a leg going. I know what happened. In 4 days, I went from this dog to, oh my God, this thing's gonna die someday. How am I emotionally gonna be able to deal with it? Oh, I love it. Absolutely. I carry it around like a baby. Oh, it's the greatest thing ever. You come home, it's shaking his tail, it's all excited, like, dude, you're awesome, you know? It's like, dude, you have no idea how much I need that, you know? It's tremendous. And you can't appreciate how awesome a dog is as a kid. You can only do it as an adult. As a kid, there's like no frame of reference. It's like you're a kid, your whole life is awesome. It's awesome, right? You ever think about being a kid? You had no money, you had no ID, no cell phone, no nothing. No keys to the house. You just ran outside into the woods. You weren't scared of nothing. I challenge you to do that as an adult. All your ID, all your credit card, just run out of the house, no phone. Turn the corner where you can't see your house and not have a full-on panic attack like, oh my God, what if something happens to me? I'll get locked up, no one will know who I am. What if I twist my ankle? Your whole life is awesome as a kid, right? You show up, no money, you just get stuff, grilled cheese, movie tickets, right? Why wouldn't a dog be awesome? Everything is awesome. It's not till you're an adult that you appreciate it, right? Your dreams start dying, somebody cheats on you, right? Bankers up your 401k, you know? And then you come home, that dog's looking at you like, dude, you're awesome. It's like, no, dude, you are awesome. Oh, it's the greatest thing ever. Absolutely. Ah, it's unreal. It's unreal. My poor girlfriend, she's sitting there going, Jesus Christ, you love the dog more than you love me. It's like, well, sweetie, you're not at the back door shaking your ass every time I come home. It's really a tough, no matter what time, 4 in the morning, drunk, the dog doesn't give a It's awesome. Woo! I'm 41 years old, and if I'm lucky, you know what I realize? I'm halfway through my right now. I'm halfway through my life. So, you know, I'm getting nervous, you know, about dying, you know, just growing old, man. I was never really nervous about it till I got to this age, and, you know what it was? I went to my grandmother's 100-year birthday party, and I quickly realized that women age a lot better towards the end, you know? Guys, we hang with them in the beginning because we're young, and then in the middle they're having kids, so we kind of pass them, but that end, that last third, we're like the stock market. We just go right down to the ground. It's brutal. I went to this party. All the old ladies there were unbelievably shocked. They were still playing cards. They were right there. But some of the old dudes, man, they were brutal. You know? You ever see a guy like so old he has like that permanent look of horror on his face? You know what I mean? A couple guys walk in, they look okay, how you doing? And then there's always that one guy just comes walking in just like... Dude, even when they're sitting down meeting people, and this is my grandson, Bill. It's like, dude, how much pain are you in that you constantly have a look on your face like that from The Ring just crawled out of your TV set? Dude, that's gotta be, you're like so old, like everything hurts. You're just standing up, you're like, ah, my feet! You gotta lean on something, ah, my eye! Even like blinking, like air hurts. Dude, kill me. Kill me if I ever end up like that. Dude, I'll kill myself. I'll rock myself down a flight of stairs. I'll lean back, hit my head on a sink. Whatever I gotta do. I told you, I already think about killing myself twice a week at this age. There is no way I'm going out like that. The end of my life, I'm walking around. And everyone else has that panic. Oh, is it going down? Look on their face. I don't know how you do it. How do you wake up every morning brushing your teeth? How do you fight the urge to not just jam that toothbrush right down your throat? I'm I'll tell you what kills me was only the old guys had that look on their face. None of the old ladies did. Some of the old ladies had a look of like mild disappointment, you know, just sitting there like. You know, like they always wanted to go to Europe, but they never got around to it. But only the old guys had like that. Dude, it was almost like they wanted to tell you a secret. Like, where's the gold? Can you remember the combination? What is that? Somebody said it's like a mild form of dementia. You know what I think it's from? I think it's from being married for 60 years, getting nagged every day, and never once looking at your wife being like, you know what, how about you shut the up? Hey, I got it. You're not happy. You're not woman. Leave. Is it that, or do they, like, wear you down? I think they wear you down. Because I know as a young man, I had a lot more spring in my step. Young guys, the girl gives you, you know, you can go for a drive. Where's this relationship going? It feels weird. We need to talk. Hey, you, lady. You get in the car and go for a drive. Punch the ceiling a couple times. You scream out the window, bitch!